Not even that. I'm wondering, like, from your perspective, if
Yeah.
you think I'm like confusing people and
I
making it
don't
seem,
I don't know the answer to that, but what I can say is I think there's a way we can word your follow-up slash next invite to be all encompassing. So saying something like, um, hey, I know the last conversation that we had was about Vivix, and you shared with me that you're struggling with, total body inflammation or inflammation from
yeah,
autoimmune. Um, so I wanted to circle back around to you and see if that's still something that you're struggling with right now. If so, I would love to help you get started. If not, wanted to let you know that my next group is going to be focused around hormone health or gut health. And so wanted to keep you in the loop kind of on
okay,
what I have coming.
that makes
Where
sense.
where are you at right
This
now?
is kind of
How
like
can I
where
best
what
help
I've
you?
been doing. Um, I just wanted to make sure I was doing it right because that is kind of what I've been doing. I'm not just like all of a sudden a new invite after they've been talking to me about something else. I'll be like, I know we were talking about this, but what do you feel about this? So that's
Yeah.
good to know. Um, where I'm at right now, what do you mean, like cart?
No, no, that's what I would say to them. Like where are you at right now? Like how can I best
Oh,
serve you
okay. I
right
thought
now?
you were asking me like outside of that. Okay.
No, that's how
Like
I would
where,
ask them is
yeah, like
like,
where, what are you focusing on getting help with right now, or what areas are you struggling in type thing,
yeah, yeah.
which is what okay.
Yeah. And there's a couple of messages that I've been sending to like, because like for me, one area that I've personally been struggling with is like finding new people. And it's not that I don't know how to connect with
Yeah,
new people. It's like
I believe.
just getting new customers to like pull the plug and like place orders.
Yeah.
So what I did, and I'll share the message that I sent if I can find one of them. So like Friday night, I was like, okay, Derek, like I need to get creative. Like I need new customers, more customers. We need more volume for this like, goal.
Yeah.
And I sometimes feel like when we're inviting to a specific thing, we're closing the door to like everything else.
Yeah.
So I do
Yeah.
feel like I get more traction when it's like free shipping because instead of saying, do you want this one thing? Like I'm shocked how many people I've helped with hormone health over the weekend, right? And it's like that's not even what I'm inviting to, but when I kind of open the door and say, here's what we have to offer,
Okay.
what do you like what resonates with you? A lot of women are coming back with hormone health. And so I kind of had I created my own message. It was way too long, so I took it to Chat GPT and I said, please help me make this shorter. And then Derek and I came up with this list. I don't know if you guys can see. My blur is messing things up. Hold on. We came up with this list, and this is all teachers from his high school. And they're all like female staff. I mean, to like teachers, guidance counselors, lunch ladies, like literally female staff that he had saved in his phone. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna create this message and send it, and we'll just see who responds. And then there was a couple teachers who I actually have a relationship with, so I reached out to them personally on Facebook. And I think there was like almost 20 people, and two people said they'd look, and one person ordered. So it's like, okay, well, I at least got it out there, but I think the message that I sent was good. And so I can drop that in the chat if you guys think it would be helpful. Because so mine says like I wanted to share that last October I walked away from Beachbody and decided to partner with a non-toxic wellness company called Shackley. But for you guys, it could say like, I mean, if you walked away from Beachbody, then you can say that. Or you can just say, I wanted to share that last December or last February or whatever it was. Like, I decided to partner with this wellness company. And I put think vitamins, skincare, green home, gut health, hormone balance, energy boosters, immunity, kids and men's products, and more. I'm running a customer appreciation weekend, free shipping on me, and pushing toward a big goal this weekend. Every new customer helps. Would you be open to checking it out? And some people are like, yeah, send the link. I'll look at it. And then if people are coming back and saying, well, I have this to pay for and that to pay for and da 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 da. I'm kind of just saying, I completely understand if you want some ideas that are under $50, here are some like little graphics that I have to show you. And so I'm sending those graphics that I sent in the chat. I'm sending those and then they can see like, oh, okay, these are gut health. These are, immunity boosters, skincare under 50, right? And so they might say, actually, I am interested in just like a new face wash under $50 or gut health or whatever. Um, and so, every little bit matters. But if you guys think it would be helpful, I can send that message in the chat. Yeah, send it. Okay. Can you guys copy and paste from this chat, or do you think it would be better to send in the level one's chat?
I think you can.
Level one, please.
Level one. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I sent a cart last week for the cleanser and the moisturizer. And then she ghosted me. So I circled back and was like, hey, just wanted to make sure that that link worked okay. I think you and I talked about this.
Yeah.
Um, and then she messaged me and she was like, hey, really would like to purchase it, but I just can't afford it right now. It's too expensive. So I messaged her back and I was like, okay, totally understand, but I just want to let you know that the cleanser and the moisturizer aren't something that you need to replace like monthly. Like they
Yeah.
last 3 to 4 months. And I still haven't heard. So would you just leave that as it is?
Oh no. No, no, no. I would absolutely circle back. Do you have it an incentive that you like are like disappeared on my screen, but
Oh,
only when
sorry.
you lean forward I can see.
It's
There you
just,
go.
I know. I'm in my bedroom cleaning up. I'm doing free shipping this weekend.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to you then. Well, not to you, but I'll send it in the level one chat. The one that Amber actually created is the one that has been doing pretty well for me. And
Okay.
so just like circling back, because my guess is if that was last week, maybe she got paid on Friday. So I would absolutely circle back and be like, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm running a customer appreciation weekend, and I know you were
Okay.
interested in the face wash and moisturizer. Shipping will be on me.
Okay.
And then if she still ghosts, I mean, you can only follow up, right? Like that's
Right.
all we can do. And I have been following up sometimes even like twice a day.
Okay.
Cause and Sundays are when the magic happens. Like people who want products, they maybe got paid Friday, they're busy on Saturday, and by Sunday they're actually giving a shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
so
Because I'm,
frustrating because it's like you're sitting here waiting and you're like, come on, come on, come on. But then
yeah, I'm starting to feel like stuck again.
I don't think it's stuck. I think it's just been it's been a unanimously slow month for everybody. And I think cuz and I'm feeling that way too. But I have to remind myself like even when we were with Beachbody, the business came in waves. And we noticed some trends where it was like right around this time when people are doing spring break, our numbers dip, right? Also, right around September when people are August, September, when people are gearing up to get their kids going back to school, they have more high stress, and so our numbers dip again. Um, we see numbers skyrocket January, right? Because people have New Year's resolutions and people are ready to work on their health again. And so it just kind of goes like this, right? We also see after the spring break month of April, May, June, and July, our numbers shoot up again because people are now in bathing suits and they're maybe not feeling so confident and they want to work on their wellness. And so they just have different motivations throughout the year.
Yeah, and it's just like I also have been like when we talked the other day about like my hormones, I posted something in my wellness group and then you were like put it on your wall too, like your Facebook wall. And I
Yeah.
did and it's absolutely wild to me that nobody else struggles with that. Like I'm almost 40. Like you are the only
People
one who
struggle.
commented on that. Like what I'm just surprised that that didn't gain more traction either.
So, let me
Couldn't that
actually
have
pull your
something to do
post
with the
up.
algorithm, maybe? Or does
Well,
that not happen? Because I've noticed that too about things. I'll be like, man, I think this is so good. And then it's like nothing, crickets. But then I'll
but
post like a thing about
that's
tornado chasing and it's like 20 people commenting. But I guess that's what
it,
people like, right? The real part of your life, maybe
it
part two of that.
doesn't change no matter how high up in the company you get. When you're posting about sales and business, your engagement is lower, period. It's the same for me, it's the same for Jamie, it's the same for anybody who's successful. Um, it's just you have to pay attention to who's watching, who's
Mhm.
liking it. The reality is people probably won't comment because putting yourself out there and being vulnerable on a public social media platform is like people just aren't going to do it. Um, but if you're kind of seeing like who's watching your stories, or maybe even you just had a couple people like it, I would be in their inbox saying, like, hey, I saw you like my post about hormone health. I just wanted to reach out since I know it's like a really personal journey to go on. And I just wanted to
Okay.
see if you resonated with anything from that post.
Okay. That's a good idea. I'll
And you
do
might be
that.
surprised that people are like, you know what? Yeah, I'm starting to feel some things. And
Okay.
people who are like not necessarily fully like menopausal, they would never comment and be like, I'm starting to feel some changes. I feel this. Like, they're not going to do that because people are embarrassed.
Yeah. Okay.
Even in your wellness group. You know what I mean? It's still not a private conversation. So
Right.
I think like even just like getting in people's inboxes, and you can even say like you can reach out to your friends 35 plus and be like, "Hey, so I just want to share, I've been sharing on social media like I have started to feel some changes in my body, and whether it was my open heart surgery or like age or moving into like that next like perimenopausal stage in life, like I'm feeling changes. And so I'm starting supplements to help me just balance my hormones before I really dive into, big life changes. And I just wanted to reach out to see if that's something you are, you know, feeling too. Because people might like a lot of conversations I've been having about hormone health are like women who are like, I'm feeling something. My metabolism is slowing down. Don't really have as much energy. My periods are irregular, and it's like, it's not a full change, but they're like, I'm aware of this.
Oh my God, you're right. I can't believe I didn't think my coworker who I work with every day, she's like my best friend at work, um, has been having like crazy periods. Like I actually just had a conversation with her the other day. She goes, I feel lightheaded. Like I have had my period for over 3 weeks. The doctor can't get me in for a couple of months. And I
Oh,
was like, yeah. And I didn't even think, and I did have a conversation with her. I was like, it could be your hormones. Like you should get those tested. But I guess at the time, I wasn't like, it was before I pulled the plug on all of like my,
yeah.
so
That's a
for some
perfect
reason,
opportunity to circle back. Is like, I
yeah,
was
what
thinking
the
about our
fuck?
conversation today,
Yeah,
you
what
know?
the hell? Yeah, I will actually reach out to her today and ask her how she's doing and let her know like I'm actually, because I
Yeah.
did get blood work done and everything came back fine for me, but I'm convinced that it's not fine.
Well, and I think
So,
too, for women, like if I, but I'm stubborn. I am the most stubborn bee alive. And if I were feeling some of those types of changes, I am not going to my doctor to say, I feel changes. Can you test my hormones? I wouldn't do it. I would deal with it and try to figure it out on my own and do some holistic things. And until it became a situation where I knew something was truly, truly wrong and I was really struggling, then I would go to my doctor. And I feel like that is not the best way, but I feel like a lot of people are like that. And
yeah,
so I
I
think
mean, Yeah, I
I
guess
think if you can
that's
offer solutions that are holistic and just say, like, this is not some type of like hormone replacement therapy. This is just something that we have to offer that helps women balance their hormones. And Marissa, if I were you, if you're feeling like um you know people who are struggling, I would send I would send this and say, I watched this video and it really motivated me to try something new, and so I wanted to pass it along to you. You're gonna have to
okay.
find a way. I just dropped it in the chat.
Okay.
That's our hormone health webinar.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that long, but if you can get them to prioritize watching that before the weekend ends or like before the month ends, they're probably more likely to order hearing about the supplements from somebody that isn't you.
Okay. She's gonna be a hard one too, unless she's like I know that she's at the end of her rope, but she is never she just I don't know how to explain it. Not that she doesn't care about her health because she absolutely does, but she's not a holistic type of gal. Like,
Well, then don't say
so
holistic.
I won't.
Just
I won't.
and I think that there is a lot of power behind saying, I'm struggling with this and I'm just starting on my journey. Do you want to do this with me?
Okay.
Instead of like, oh, this has worked for so many other people and look at their results and look at this result. And it's like you're not asking her to come work out with you every day. It's taking supplements, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that people can mentally compartmentalize that far more than they can, starting a new workout routine or something like that.
Okay. Can you drop that video in our level one chat too, so that
Mhm.
Hey,
I
I
can
have a
share it through her Facebook?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
No, I'll do it right here. It's on our team page too, but I just put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
People in
I
this
have
chat are going to be like, what is she starting to shit on?
I have a question.
Yeah.
On the meology assessment, when somebody completes it and you have sent the link out to somebody
Yeah.
for it, how do you know um will it show up on our end if they share the results, or is it
So
like
that's really weird that you're asking that question because I was peeking around in my back office today, look at like pulling numbers and stuff, and I found this thing that I didn't know was there. And I'll show you.
okay,
I knew it was there, but I didn't know what it was. But when you are in your back office and you click my leads, so it's
okay,
like dashboard, me, my team, my leads, reports. It's like at that top bar, and you click my
yep,
leads. It shows everybody who's taken your meology assessment.
okay,
And so
okay,
you can click that, and I did not know this. You can click that, and it shows that they have created like a profile with you to do the assessment. It doesn't share their results. So when I'm
okay,
sending a meology um link, I always say to people, even if you don't move forward with like getting vitamins, screenshot your results and send them to me, because if at the end of the day you don't want the whole thing, we can always pick and choose a couple of things in there and we can
okay,
just get you started on those. Like some people might not want to pay 70 something dollars a month, but they might actually want a multivitamin and like a vitamin D or something like that. And we have both
okay.
of those a la carte. But if but typically when I'm circling back and I'm like, "Hey, what did your meology thing say?" They're like, "Oh, I can't even actually remember, but it was out of my budget." So
Well,
before they get to the end, say, when you finish up, screenshot your results and send them to me. That way, if we have to make you your own personalized pack outside of meology, we can do that.
okay, because I was wondering because Emily looks like she was asking about the meology because her husband and her mother want to take it and they took it, but she's trying to figure out where it would be. So
So
I want to make sure that she did it correctly.
if her husband did it, he has his own, he'd have to order through his own account.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, if he didn't, like, he would have to log in and click Meology and his results might pop up. Otherwise, he might have to do it again.
Okay.
Kristen, you take Meology. How did that work for you? Like when your husband, did you do one for your husband? Or
No,
you,
he likes to do the individual ones.
okay.
So, which I love mine, but I had the iron in it and it like my stomach was really, ugh. I got to figure out how to take it to not have the iron in it, but I'm working
Oh,
on that.
I wonder if can you amend them?
There's a way to do it and I just have to figure it out. But it was a lot of trial and error. I've taken that quiz a lot over and
Thank
over.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've had to take it over and over again?
hmm Yeah. But
Oh,
then part of
geez.
me is like, well, maybe it might be, I don't know. I feel like wellness is a constant changing event for every person. So like at this point, like right now, it's like Vivix and the joint complex that's really helping because
Yeah.
my back and my hip are all whacked and my knees all messed up, 40s. Yeah. So I'm trying to kind of sort all through all of that, but I'm still taking all the Meology except for just the iron supplements because it has the fish oil, it has a probiotic, and then it has one for like screens, like the eye one, it's the red one. And that really seems to be good right now. So I'm just kind of saving the iron ones for later if I ever need them. So,
Hmm.
but I got to figure out how to retake it. But I have
You could
half a box
always
left
do
and
the
another box.
vitalizer too.
That was my thought too, because there's a way without iron. So I might do that instead. So, but I still
Yeah.
have like a box and a half left of the Meology. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to try to work through it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love
That
the
makes
whole
sense.
idea of having all your supplements in a little package every day, though. That
I
with your
know.
name
It's
on it.
really
It's so cute.
nice. I know. And for kids
hmm
especially too, and it's like not
hmm
that expensive
Yeah.
for everything you get anyways.
hmm
Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
I love these meetings. I just have to say that. I like
Oh,
got on here this morning and was like feeling discouraged and just like having people to like bounce ideas off of is like so helpful. Like I don't even know if I would have even thought to reach out to my coworker had we not had this conversation.
you know
So
what? I was feeling discouraged too.
thank you very
I
much.
was too.
I love
So
you.
I love you too. I mean, I think it's hard because we all have our own goals, and then it's like we're all pushing for really big things right now. Like every single one of us is. And that's why you guys are here, and that's why I'm here. Like we are all like whether it's Star Club or rank advancement or a qualification hold, like we're all pushing, and it's really frustrating when you feel like you are really trying and you know it's not the
Yeah.
outcome you want. But I think that we have to also ask ourselves, like, are we showing up like we're almost there every single day? Are we showing up in every little pocket of time that we have? And, for me, like I can't get to this team goal, this 20 OV without everybody working. And all I can do is I know I'm showing up. I
hmm
know I'm showing up every nap time, every morning I'm up early, every night I'm up late, and I'm doing all of the things, and that's all I can do. And try to motivate people and help people, and that's all you guys can do too when it comes to your own work is follow up with people and invite people and do the work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually just thinking too that maybe I'm just going to pivot and like really focus on hormone and anti-inflammation and not so much like as much as I love the skincare and that will always be a passion of mine. Like I'm like really feeling like for myself personally, like I am on my own hormone journey and like I need other people to do that with me. So I think maybe that's going to be like my main focus right now.
So, did you see the invite that I shared that is like all encompassing of inflammation, skincare, and whatever for our group? Because I very much so started this anti-aging, anti-inflammation group thinking that my focus would be skincare, and it has very much transitioned to Vivix.
Vivek.
Okay.
Yep, it has.
Hmm.
And so the invite that I'm using, let me share it with you because and if somebody's getting hormone health supplements, they're going in that group. That is
Okay.
anti-inflammation. Like they
Okay.
I'm
Didn't
not going to be like that doesn't count. Like you can't like no, they're going in the in our May 5th group, 100%.
We can count
Okay.
the joint complex and cream too, right? Because that's
Heck
like
yeah.
inflammation. Okay.
That's the best
That's
part
why I've
about
been
this
pushing
group
those
is
and okay.
inflammation can be anything. It can be skincare inflammation. It can be gut supplements. It can be hormone health. It can be Vivix. Like I don't care if it's pain cream and joints. Like if it's over $50, they're in. I'm not
Okay.
counting anyone out for that. That's not even.
Okay, and I'm really sorry, but I don't know why I have written down everywhere May 1st. Is it May 5th we start or May
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 1st?
5th.
5th.
May
May
5th.
Okay,
5th.
I don't know how I got that wrong, and it's written in every single spot for this group, but luckily I've just been like, we start in May to people. So now I actually
We
can
start
say,
in May. Yeah.
To get the membership free, it's 50 or more, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this invite, I just put it in the chat. It just says, "Hey, I'm putting together a group for anyone who wants to combat aches, puffiness, and fatigue. Think joint pain, gut issues, autoimmune flare-ups, etc. Clearing puffiness, redness, attacking wrinkles, healing your skin, not hiding it. Are you interested in some details?" So when they say yes to that, I'm like, "Okay, tell me which part of that actually resonated with you." And so if they're like the puffiness, the autoimmune. I'm like, tell me about that. So I'm talking to people more who are like, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have inconsistent bowel movements. Like I have, sometimes I'm constipated. Sometimes I have diarrhea. It's very, very few that are like skincare right now.
Mm-hmm.
Skincare. It's the, it's the inflammation.
Yeah. I'm noticing that a lot of people are asking about the Vivix too. And
Yeah.
maybe this weekend was a bit slower for some people, but I'm noticing something now because it's Sunday
Yeah.
and people are coming asking. So all the
Yeah.
invites and things that you send sometimes on weekend, I'm just getting hit up. So,
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When you work super hard over the whole weekend, by Sunday morning you feel discouraged because people are so busy Friday and Saturday. And then by
yeah.
Sunday morning you're like, I've been working all weekend. And it's like, what the heck? But then by Sunday at 7, people are like, hey, yeah, tell me more. And you're like, holy shit, now my inbox is like flooding with people. But I'm glad we did this call today because it's such a good reminder, like, that we're all experiencing the same thing. We are. We just have to keep pushing together because we still have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, we have something to talk about really quick. So, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I think it was like Friday, Melanie announced a webinar for Tuesday, the fitness one. And basically, Ready Set Wellness is being extended, and they're creating a new bundle called Ready Set Fitness. And it is like Life Shake, Energize, electrolytes. I forget all of them. Actually, let me pull it up here.
I found Melanie's video. Do you want me to drop it in the chat?
Yeah, you can. It's all about like basically the webinar is going to be about breaking up with diet culture. And instead of being like you have to diet and work out every day, like here are some wellness supplementation options that can really support your fitness journey. And I think they created this for the body people who came over because low key, I think that there's workouts coming. So when I was in my meeting with Roger in Punta Cana, I said something to him about how I would love to have a space for people who still want to work out because that's just one thing that this company doesn't have. It's just the only option we don't have. And he said, put a hold on that. Stay tuned. And he would not go any further. And I was like, what does that mean? And so I've been hearing rumble, and of course nothing is like announced or finalized yet, but um I think that they're doing this Ready Set Fitness as a precursor to, you know, whatever's coming. So, what are we going to do about this webinar now on Tuesday? Because I'm torn. I'm torn because I feel like webinars can be very lucrative for sales and volume, especially when we're doing a donation and then people are like, you know, cash or pass, right? But a lot of people have other focuses right now. And what we were doing is um taking these webinars and running them as an extravaganza, but I think this one is actually an extravaganza. Like I think Melanie's running it as an extravaganza where it's like prizes and all of the things. Like how it was for the you guys remember when we did the Black Friday one? If you guys were around for that, remember that? And there were like prizes raffled off and things like that. Um, so I don't know. What do you guys think?
Okay, sorry, I was talking and my mute
It's
was still
okay.
on. I mean, it's Tuesday, right? That's
Tuesday.
still
We
April.
wouldn't Yeah, we wouldn't start inviting to it until like Monday, pretty much. Or
Well,
even
that
to
could
like
be
Monday night.
I mean, that could be a good push to get our numbers where they need to be.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Um,
What time is it at Tuesday? Is it
8 o'clock.
okay?
So it would essentially
Um,
replace our team call.
Oh, speaking
yeah,
of,
because it's not like, I mean, we could always, I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of confusing, but I do see why we shouldn't do it. But I think that if we were inviting people that we're inviting to this group, it could kind of confuse people.
Well,
Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. Maybe if we get a good invite, that explains it.
so my thought, so the Google Drive has invites. It has
Yeah.
emails, invites, graphics. And so my thought is anyone who didn't pull the plug on Ready Set, not Ready Set Wellness, Clean Slate, when we did that, because that was all wellness. Any body customers that have not transitioned over. Um, anyone who's asked what we're doing for workouts now that body has changed. That's a big one. Um, yeah, I don't know. And I'm thinking like what we could do is just have it like well, when we've done past extravaganzas, we've always had our own chats. I've been kind of liking doing a chat together just because it builds hype more. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Instead of having our own. Um, the only thing that would be confusing is like when they're raffling off prizes and stuff, it's like we're dropping links. We'd have to like drop them to our own people. I don't know. I think if we don't do it though, it's going to be a missed opportunity. That's how I'm feeling. Um, I'm just pulling up the Yeah, so there's posts on here that you can post marketing samples. This one. What we'll cover, what healthy really looks like and how to stop the cycle of dieting. Why support your fitness goals with the right nutrition and supplements is key. Or why supporting your fitness goals is key. How to fuel your body for the life you want to create, and of course, giveaways and prizes for those who place an order during the event. Um, they're going to be highlighting products like Life Shake, Build, pre-workout, Energize, and let's see what's this one. There was a Okay, details about the event. So they're covering Life Shake, Build, Energize, electrolytes, vitamins, PM recovery, And then the add-ons are Good Gut and Go, 7-day healthy cleanse, 5-day reset, triple defense boost, collagen 9, and metabolic boost. And then they have an ambassador option for Ready Set Fit and a member option for the Elite Performance Bundle. Um, I think it's a new bundle. The Elite Performance Bundle is going to be Energize, Electrolytes, Life Shake, Vitamin, and PM Recovery. Valued at $240, bundled for $175. Let me drop this Google Drive in the chat for you guys too, so that you can see what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, thank you, Kristen, for doing that. So what do you guys think? Think we should do it? Who do?
Well, I was
Me
just
too.
thinking too, you said the metabolic boost was one of the, so
I think it's
what
an
if
add-on.
people, yeah, well, what if people purchase that? Like, can we put them in the anti-inflammation if
Heck
they
yeah.
spend 50 or more? Yeah. So,
In my opinion, everyone's going in there.
okay.
Everyone's going in there.
Okay.
Um, honestly, because and when we hash out the details, we're going to be just highlighting products. It's just going to be 5 days of like lives and highlighting products. And, hopefully we have enough raffles that we can just do one every day and make it fun. Um, you know, if we have even 5 people running it and we donate $20, like $20 to somebody, and then, you know,
And you said too that you're doing away with like, oh, you won a $20 gift card. Like, how do you want it? You're doing it like you won $20. What are like supplements that you've been eyeing, right? Like you want it to
yeah,
go back into your business. Like you're done
yeah,
with giving it out to other.
yep. I just
Okay.
say you won $20 towards anything that you want to try from the
Okay.
storefront.
Okay.
Yeah, because that shit, it doesn't serve us to just
Right.
hand out money like that.
Mm-mm.
Like, and I've had one person ever in the last 6 months pass. And so always, I mean, 99.9% of the time is ending up in a purchase.
Okay.
One time I got screwed big time because I gave somebody money and she got one of our biggest raffle giveaways and she ordered a bunch of skincare and then she returned it and kept the money. Couldn't believe it. Didn't say anything. I just saw the return come through like a week ago and I was like, this is the entire skincare line plus some. And she was like, yeah, it's out of my budget. I said, you ordered this like a month ago. She's like, yeah. I think she just like was hurting for money and needed to make a return. And they probably said, we can't take it back, keep it. So bye. Love you.
Uh, I'm like floored.
Yeah,
What?
happens.
I
Yeah.
don't get it. So you gave her,
She was one of our bigger raffle.
Yeah.
She was one of our bigger raffle giveaways. Like it was like a $50 or a 25, I don't remember how much, but she
I
was
would have
like,
been
"Yep,
like,
I'm getting the
bitch,
whole skincare
what?
line."
Does that affect your numbers?
Yeah. We were in qualifications and um they went down by like 250 PV or something and I was like, "Ugh." Yeah,
So did she
I
get to
would
keep the skincare and not pay for it?
probably.
have.
Yeah. So it's like people like that, like if they've done anything like that and they somehow get in this group and their name gets pulled, they're not winning.
Yep.
Like they're
No,
not
no, no.
winning. We're
That's
passing for them.
wild.
They just won't know about it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Dude, people are shady, man.
She's not even like, and that's what's crazy is so I'm just choosing to remain like very positive that she just something happened and she just panicked and that was her solution. And because she's like normal, like she's, yeah, I don't know. It's really bizarre.
Wow.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know either.
assume
Yeah.
positive intent is the only way to not pull our own hair out. Um,
Wow. Okay. Wow.
so yeah, so let's just decide, the five of us then, that we're gonna do the webinar Tuesday. It's not an extra, it will just replace our team call.
Okay.
Um, and anyone who wants to join can, but at least we know the five of us. And I know Amber and Stacia too would be probably, well, actually, I don't know. I'm gonna let them speak for themselves, but the five of us for sure will do the fitness webinar. And I would say Monday night, even Tuesday morning, we start inviting to it. I would not start now.
Okay.
People can't commit to a free call next Tuesday. I can't even barely commit to, to a free call next Tuesday. Like my brain is full of like so many things, right? So Monday night or Tuesday morning, hey, like for me, I'm gonna focus on my body, people. Like, hey, I know you are my body customer. You have seen my transition with Shackley. You haven't made the switch yet, but there's going to be a free opportunity tonight to just hear about the supplements that we have to support your fitness journey. Do you want to come here, hear about them?
Hey, Cass, I have a
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
Sometimes when like, I know this is a little off topic, but when I'm trying to explain something to somebody about when it comes to business and everything, sometimes I feel like I don't have like the step by step to run them through it. And I was wondering, even though Emily is like, she's with me or whatever, and
Hmm.
I signed her, can I
Yep.
ask, can, am I allowed to have her like talk to you too if she has questions?
100%.
Because that would help a lot. I think because I'm still getting used to the new ambassador thing, and I want to make sure she does it right and she's okay with the steps.
I would hope that you would do that.
Yeah,
That would be a very good idea.
that would help me because she's had a lot of questions on the meology and how to get things going because she has people wondering and people wanting to take the meology assessment. So I want to make like because she's getting confused. So I want to make sure I give her the correct info. But she asked, you know, if I have questions, can I ask Cass?
Yeah.
I said yes.
Or you can put us in a group chat if you want.
Okay. I'm going to she's probably going to ask you some questions regardless
Good.
so that I'm getting her on the right track because I know she's trying and she's trying to get stuff together. So I
Then
might
I
have
would
her
recommend putting us in a chat together just because that way I can answer the questions and then you can learn at the same time. Just because,
perfect.
like, yeah, if you guys have new ambassadors, like, I've reached out to Katie, I've reached out to Elizabeth. Like, I am, like, if I
My
have
Katie?
mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, have
yeah.
you talked to her?
Oh, yeah.
Did you talk to her in the last couple of days?
I saw about her foot.
Dude. My
Yeah.
poor ambassador. Yeah, I feel so bad.
She broke her
She's
ankle or something
she
on
she's on
vacation.
vacation in Disney. And
Yeah.
dude, I'm so proud of her though. She showed up every morning before
I
hitting the parks, which
know.
I think is crazy, to work out, right?
Yep.
She realized that she forgot something when she got on the treadmill and got off and somehow lost her footing and broke her ankle in like three different places. So she was supposed to fly home yesterday. She had surgery yesterday in Florida, and now they're not flying home until Wednesday.
That is
Yeah,
so wild.
so wild, so wild. So, but she's like really hitting the ground, like running. Like she's
Hmm.
doing
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
So
And
I'm now
I,
that she has this downtime, I'm thinking she's probably gonna.
right. Because this is a company where you can still really create momentum even if you can't work out. Like,
Hmm.
that's why it's amazing. Yeah, I've reached out to CJ, I've reached out to Katie, I've reached out to Elizabeth. Any of the new people who have signed on as like ambassadors, if I can access their social media, I'm definitely trying to. And then the first question I always ask them, I just say like, are you open to feedback? And they're like, absolutely. And then I'm like, okay, so this is my permission then moving forward. And they're like, yup. So like I will critique their social media and say like, "Hey, I saw your post. I love that you're sharing about this. Go back into it, edit it, take the word of the product out and end it with what do you want people to do?" Because I'll see a lot of people who just get started go, "Let me know if you're interested." And I'm like, "Eh." So then I'm like, take that part out and just, tell them exactly what you want them to do. Comment info or comment gummy or, you know, this post is very much about you. How can you make this a solution for other people? What problem did it solve? And then they're like in there changing it and they're like, "Thank you, that's very helpful." So, and then I know that they're getting hit from both ends, you know. And I think
Good.
too, it like new ambassadors, like let's say you guys being newer, right, to having your own team, it might be a little uncomfortable at first to be like, so for this post, you should change this because you're just so happy that they're posting. You're so happy that they're like putting themselves out there, and so you want to cheer them on and da 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 da. But for me, I'm like, well, if your goal is to make money and be successful, I can't just sit back and watch this watch this happen. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do put my nose in it and then I can be a bad cop or whatever I
I
need to
appreciate that because yeah, I appreciate that because there were a couple of things because I'm like really proud of her for posting. So I don't want to like deter her from doing that. But there were like, a couple of things like, oh, she's putting Shackley in her posts and it's like little things like that where like I don't really do that yet.
So So I would encourage you to start doing it immediately
I
because
will.
she signed up with you, trusting you to show her the way. And if you just let her
That's
make
true.
mistake after mistake because you don't want to hurt her feelings, that doesn't actually help her be successful.
Right.
Right.
And if you're giving feedback and it's kind and from a place of love, which of course it will be,
Right.
and she can't handle it, then that tells you a lot about her potential in this business.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think everybody is very open to feedback, just like you guys
Hmm.
are. And they want to be successful. So they want, like, I've never had somebody when I've reached out, and I think I've reached out to every single one of you at some point and said, go into your Facebook and change this on your post, or change this, or change that, or look at this. I've never had anyone be like, you're a B. Like I'm not doing that. And it's like, okay, like, well then don't. Like nobody's ever said that. People are like, I had no idea, right? People just really have no idea. So we have to be the ones to teach them.
Yeah.
That's very true. You just did that to me the other day.
I do it to all of you all the
Yeah.
time.
Hey girl.
Yes.
Hey girl. The skincare group's only 5 days. I was like, yeah. And for some reason I thought 2 weeks. So
I I saw that and I was like, did I? No, no, okay, I'm not crazy. It's 5 days. Yeah,
oh my God. Well, I
yeah,
feel good. I'm ready to go today. I got no
good.
plans besides going to the grocery store and giving them all my money. So,
Ugh, same.
ugh.
Um, Yeah, we have some serious ground to cover.
But I feel good
And
now
with
because at first I was like, I don't know what I'm like starting with today, but like now I know.
Your numbers are
So,
pretty high.
yeah.
You can totally lock in director by the end of the month.
Yeah. I just wish that they were became high like not at the end of the month. You know? Like it is a good motivator to push, but it's also like, oh fuck, I really got to push.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yes,
and
yes,
that
yeah,
yeah,
do.
you do. And that's the
Yeah.
reality is like when I was hitting director for the first time, it was a midnight rank lock-in. It was not oh, I'm 6 days into the month and that was so easy. It was like every moment, every opportunity to push, every opportunity to invite, every opportunity to follow up, having uncomfortable conversations with my family or friends, you
Dude, fuck
know,
my friends, excuse my French. I'm
oh,
sorry.
100%.
Fuck
And
my
my
friends.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like out of our whole team, I think like Stacia is like the only one who has like the most support. Amber and Stacia, I would both say, have like the most supportive families, and then the rest of us are just like can you see me?
Yeah.
Like, am I invisible?
Right.
Do you, you're already buying vitamins at the grocery store, but you can't. Okay. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Drives
fine.
me crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't
Yeah.
even get me started.
Hmm.
Half the time when I'm in qualifications, we have Sunday family dinner like tonight, I get so pissed at my family for not supporting my business that I just stop going to family dinner because I'm like, I'm not gonna take time away from like pushing for my goals to come spend time with people like who don't support me. So every
Yes,
month it's a
girl.
new purchase and I'm like, Because I say, sorry, I can't come tonight. I'm working on locking in really big goals. So I have to work. They're like, oh, what do you need? And I'm like, well, funny you should ask. I need you to make an order. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. And I say that. So they will not be seeing me tonight.
Was it? Oh, sorry, I got that.
What'd you say?
I just made okay because I haven't. Sometimes it takes me a minute to learn on the groups, but I did like a group chat between you, me, and Emily, and I wanted to make sure you got
Oh,
it.
yeah. Let me check.
I just called it goals. I don't know. I because I
Yeah.
get does that work?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can just say in there, hey, wanted to put us all in a group chat so that you can ask any questions in here. Cass is
Okay.
willing to help. Yep. Yep. That's perfect. Um, I'm nervous about our qualifications. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up and I'm just gonna push my absolute hardest.
Can I ask a
Um,
question?
mhm.
But this is just a basic question because I know that we can do it.
Yes.
But I just want to know so it, I don't want to put it out there. If it doesn't happen,
Hmm.
does it start all over again for you, or do they still count that 1 month that you hit it?
No, you start over. You
Okay.
drop rank and you start over.
Okay.
I think the
That's not going to
graphics
happen, so
that
it's
you
fine.
posted, all those graphics that you just posted, I think it was like what, yesterday or so?
The 50 and below ones.
Yeah, those actually really help. So I sent them to Emily as well.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I know she's ready. Like she's getting started. I know she's gonna have people. She has a good supportive family. So I told her to start with family and friends and start getting it together. Um, but also I'm put like I had 3 or 4 people ask me about Vivix. So, and I know that it's literally helped me in general. Like, and I've seen what it does for other people. So, yeah, I'm planning on getting that Vivix out there because
Yeah.
people have been asking due to swelling, like bloat,
Yeah.
I mean, you name it, I've gotten people interested in it. They went ghost on me a minute, but I'm following back and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
because I've seen the Vivix work and I know it works because I take it
Yep.
and I've noticed it. So
Yeah.
getting
And it
together.
is one of those more expensive products. So it's like we really have to be sharing about it every single day
Yes.
in order to get people really to consider it. Like one thing that I've been doing is sharing in my stories about how I share actually about every single one of you. And I share about how like um and Marissa, I don't call you guys out by name or anything, but I shared, I'm like, one of my um I always say like teammates or like Vivix customers or like people trying it out, um, like had open heart surgery and like has just like not totally fully recovered because it hasn't even been a full year yet. And so it's like, you know, she's experiencing inflammation that she feels is out of her control and is not only working to balance hormones, but has been taking this and noticed a difference in that nighttime inflammation, feeling more like that that flat stomach when you first wake up in the morning. So I talk about that. And then I talk about Jess. I'm like, I have another girl on my team who has like fibromyalgia, and she started taking it for all of her total body pain. I say, I took it as a Hail Mary for a colitis flare, not even realizing it was going to help, you know, my
Blunt.
achy feet.
Oh
My
yeah.
achy feet, my swell. I was waking up and walking on the sides of my feet from the moment I woke up until I couldn't walk anymore for the day. This pregnancy has like destroyed my feet, and I don't know why. And then I started taking it. Within 2 weeks, I was walking flat-footed again. My foot pain is gone.
Second
Um,
pregnancies are wild.
it's so weird.
It's because you have a kid and you're not able to rest like you were before.
And it's like such a catch-22 because my heels were hurting so bad until I started taking Vivix, to the point where I was having to wear heels every day to work to lift my heels off the ground and put the pressure on the front of my feet.
Mm.
Like, but
Oh.
then because I'm wearing heels, my calves hurt and the rest of my feet hurt by the end of the day. So I'm like
Oh.
hobbling to my car. Like, I'm like, but yeah, I mean, I haven't had any of that since I started taking
I've
it.
been sleeping in my own bed for the first time in months due to my Vivix.
Wow.
That is a major accomplishment. I've been sleeping on the floor because it's the only place where my body doesn't move at night to help me sleep.
Wow.
That's how bad my fibro gets.
Wow.
So I just got married as well, and I'm sleeping on the floor because it's the only place that was able to help with
You
my
should share that.
comfort. I am going to share. That's embarrassing, but it's the truth.
Yeah. How many
It's
people are
the
sleeping in reclining chairs? Like just because they
yes.
can't
I
even.
can never get comfortable until I started taking that Vivix every day.
Yeah. And I feel
So
like
I'm
just sharing about all the different viewpoints of it shows like how versatile it is. And
yes.
I even had one of my mom's old friends from our neighborhood when I was growing up who follows me on, she's one of those like people who are always like, beautiful baby, like, ooh, looks so good, and she reached out. She commented gummy on one of my photos, and she's like, I'm interested to hear. And she was asking so many questions, like, what's the dollar amount per dosage per day per bottle for each type? And I'm over here trying to do math, and I'm like, and so yeah, I'm like, and then she got it. She got it, and she got it 2 days before the free shipping started. And I circled back and just said, hey, I know you just got this, but customer appreciation, free shipping on me for anything else from the storefront that might be interesting to you, or maybe you get another thing of Vivix for your husband or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah. I
Oh,
also have been sharing a message to people who just ordered, like outside of the free shipping. Um, I will drop this in the chat for you guys too. I'm literally just trying from like every angle. Hold on. Okay, just like, wait, where'd it go? There it is. Hey, just letting you know I'm doing another customer appreciation today, or well, it would just be today. So I'm covering shipping and actually I'm doing 4 cash giveaways, so 4 $25 gift cards. I know you just got some stuff, so no pressure, but wanted to let you know. Um, Let me know if I can recommend any of my favorites to you. A lot of people have said, "Oh, okay, I'll make sure to look by the end of the weekend," right? So it's just another. I'll put this in the chat for you guys too. Anyone who didn't get on the call is gonna be like, "What the hell is happening in level ones?"
well, I guess I should have gotten on the call.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding.
Kristen, how are you doing, girl? You got any questions?
I'm
You're
good. Just
pushing.
lots of conversations. So
Good.
I was scrubbed in surgery, so everybody heard all about my skincare.
I
So I was like,
love that. They
you're
had no
stuck with
choice.
me for 8 hours. So here we go. But yeah, just lots of conversations. I get to like know people, talk, and then I send out invites, and then it's like silence, crickets. But
Well, I know that we're 3 minutes over time, but I want to hear about how you've changed your work schedule and how it's
mm,
been working for you, and if you want to share about
yeah,
that.
so I couldn't make the last call. My son was sick. So the last team call on Tuesday. So I listened to it that night in bed, headphones in the dark, listening to it. And Cass
Hmm.
mentioned how she does her work hour from 8 to 10 at night. And I'm like, oh, I could do that because it's bedtime. Like I'm just laying in bed anyway with my son. And then that the best time to post is around 8:30 at night because that's when everybody's on their phone. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I've been posting in the morning. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm getting up earlier, like 6-ish, to get all of my social media scheduled, kind of ideas set in stone, the graphics I'm going to use, have everything set. And then throughout the day, I was trying to work in pockets. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it hasn't been lately. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to, if I have pockets, I will. If I don't, I don't. And then when I start my work hour between 8 and 10, start with inviting because that's the thing I hate to do the most. That's the thing I avoid. So I always use that for the last.
Gotta
So
eat the
now I'm
frog,
starting
yeah.
at the beginning. And I got a book to write everybody's names down to kind of make myself more accountable to myself.
Yeah.
And then I did that coffee shop work hour, which I really enjoyed actually more than I thought I was going to. Because I get just
Yes.
zoned out and kind of worked. But yeah, just kind of tweaking my priorities and my work time a little bit. And then during my pockets, if I do have time to make connections, because I'm working off a cold market. So I did have like my
Yeah.
mom placed an order. My aunt finally ordered protein powder. It took 3 months, but she did. So like I'm
Yep.
starting to gain a little traction, but I'm just kind of starting from scratch. So just making as
Yeah.
many connections as I can is my best foot forward. So
Yeah. I love that because I feel like for all of us, like and Marissa, you too, because you're so busy at work, like if we have pockets, great, but we don't always have pockets. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Mhm.
like I preach pocket work because I make my own schedule and I get to decide when I have pocket work. Like I have my court hearings, I do my, office visits, my community visits. I know when I'm at the courthouse. And if I don't want to do something, I just don't do it or I move it to, you know what I mean? I move it to another. So I can create pockets. I can create them. Whereas like you guys can't really. Like your work is your work. And like if you're busy, you're busy. So to have that 8 to 10 work hour where I'm working 8 to 10 every night, 7 days a week, it. So I'm here and I'm available. If you're working, I'm answering questions, right? And then the
Yeah.
pocket work is like extra. It's like an extra bonus. If you get it in through the day, great. If you don't, you have 8 to 10 penciled in and it's a guaranteed time that you can control.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm actually starting that too. Like I've been working throughout, but
Yeah.
I'm noticing like I've been posting in the morning too. So now that's got me thinking nighttime. People are on between the 8 and 10 because they get
Yep.
out of work, they're going on. So I'm
Right.
going to switch it up a little bit, but I'm also going to add in I want to do my hours, like a full the 2 hours sit, do nothing else
Yeah.
from 8 to 10 because I'm noticing I'm getting hit up a lot at night too.
Yeah. So to
So,
prioritize your time during that chunk, that is not the time to create your content. That's like something
right,
Kristen and I talked about. So you don't want to spend that time trying to do a post and now it's
right.
9:30 and all you've done is get one post up or make a reel, right? Like the 8 to 10 is inviting, following up.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get pocket work, that's your connections. That's your commenting on people's posts. You're starting
Okay.
new conversations. You're complimenting somebody. You're sharing what you're doing with somebody at work, right? That's your pocket work. Your
Okay.
designated like 2 hour chunk, those are your invites and your follow up. So you will have to prioritize content creation either in the morning or sit down on a Sunday and do it for the week. Or
Okay.
have, Chat GPT help you or whatever. Um, Sometimes I've been really utilizing Chat GPT lately, and I'll say like, help me write a post that shares about how I started taking this supplement for like that story I just told you for a colitis flare, and it was really bad, and I was, did it as a Hail Mary, and then I started to notice the effects of my, feet and my pain go away, and Then she gives me, I call her a she, I think she's a she. Then she types up a post and then I say, great, now give me another version that sounds less formal and take the word Vivix out. And then she does it again and I say, great, now make it shorter. And then she does it again and then I say, perfect, thank you. And then I use it however I want to. So I don't like the first draft is always very formal, very, you know, very chat GPT. We don't want that. So, um, but yeah, hopefully that's helpful in terms of like prioritizing work time.
Mhm.
Very helpful.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that
I
is. That's
will.
helpful.
Okay, good. Okay, let's work today, y'all, because
Yes.
we've got some work to do. We
Yes.
got this though. We got this. So, okay, I will drop the recording in the level one's chat. Take a picture. Thank you, Ange, always reminding me. Okay. Okay, smile. All right, we are also beautiful. Okay, I will chat with you guys throughout the day. Please check into the chat. Our hype will continue to build hype for other people. So make sure we're showing up, okay? All right,
All right.
love you guys. See ya.